What's up, everybody? Justin with the Real Alaska Podcast, and I'm with my co-host,
Tyler Bogert, and we're here with Tyler Spalding, WakeSurfAK. What's going on, man? How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, no
Welcome
worries.
to the show.
Yeah. We're just going to start firing away. So,
Let's do it.
Justin, you want to start? You always have good questions. You start.
Well, typically we start with like,
What is your business?
or who are you?
Yeah. Where'd you come
I don't know if
from?
we want to go there. No, so yeah, just got this idea kind of last summer. Not sure where I exactly started it, but I've been wanting a boat for a while. And then just with my schedule, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off at the moment. So it's like I get off and not everyone can just come hang out at the lake all day
Right.
when I want to. So figured I could kind of start something up to get people out surfing, wakeboarding, tubing, cruises, whatever they want to do. Go out and hang out at all the different restaurants and stuff that are coming up and breweries and whatever they want to do. So just kind of started the idea and figured it'd make it all worthwhile and just a way to have fun on this boat. I kind of upgraded from what I thought I was going to get. So just to make it.
What was your initial want?
Just not this exact model, the one that I'm going with. So
Right.
I kind of went all out. You can't get much higher. It's the highest line of a boat you can get with Mastercraft. So
Yeah. What'd you get?
X24 is what it's called. So it's a 24-foot flagship for surfing and all that. They have another one called the X Star, which is kind of more rounded for like wakeboarding and a little bit of everything. But this one's pretty good for surf. Still wakeboards very well and does everything. Has more room.
24 footer is a big boat, man.
It is, 24 and a half, I think.
You can get a lot of chicks in that thing.
Shh. My girlfriend might watch this.
That's okay. I'll bring the chicks.
Yeah. Hey, whoever you want, we're
Yeah.
good. I mean, it's going to be great. I tried to suit it well for up here. The heaters, heated seats. I got blankets that are going to be specialty for keeping the wind and rain out. That have like little ports for the heater trunks to come in and keep you warm, and
cool.
a little pocket for your feet where the heater comes in. So in between sessions, if you're cold and dry
Hot
off,
shower.
you don't have that. No, not yet.
That'll be on the next
I'm
boat.
telling you got to plumb that in, man.
Yeah, you get a portable.
shower is so
I
sweet.
think their X26 model does it. It's got a little toilet in it and a shower and stuff.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
That was way more overkill than what I needed. So,
Yeah.
so this one throws the best way because the overall good size. You get to those bigger ones, and you gotta put a lot of extra ballast and lead in there to make the weight what you need. So this one right out of the gate is probably one of the best surf waves you can buy. So,
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
V-nose, pickle nose? What do you got?
It's a pickle fork.
Pickle fork?
It's got a little. I mean, I sat in one, and I can sit, in the front lounger with the armrest and kick my feet out and not touch the end.
And for the people that aren't
you're tall,
watching
so-
this, he's like 6'5".
6'5".
Oh,
Yeah.
6'5".
Yeah,
Close
short.
enough,
Yeah, he's a little guy.
So it's going to fit like three of us.
Yeah, me and Justin are small. We're like, well, you can get a bunch of us in there.
Yeah.
So, like, what kind of services will you be providing?
Oh, man. So I'm kind of gearing it towards two different routes. One's going to be just water sports in general. So you can, like, specify when you book, like, if you want to surf, if you want to wakeboard, tube, kind of just, or all of it. We can try to gear around that. Obviously, I can't fit every single wakeboard and surfboard and
Tubes.
I mean, usually there's a lot of storage. I can fit most everything, but like with all the life vests and gear, I got to kind of target what we're doing for the day so I can pack in there what we need. So,
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other one's going to be kind of like a non-sports related one that we just go do cruises. We can hang out on the lake. You can do, if you want to hire out the boat for photo shops or a birthday party, a bachelor party.
Yeah.
Go hang out at the breweries or the Islander or whatever. Go property view, whatever you want to do with it. It's a
Sweet.
nice, cush, comfy boat for
That's
it.
kind of cool.
So
Yeah.
Do you have a place out there, or you keep it at the marina? Or
right now, I do have a slip locked down at North Shore Marina. So that's kind of going to be the home base. I can take maybe, it is on someone's private property where they rent out the slip for the marina. So we can take some people. If not, though, my main focus is going to be just picking you up wherever works best for you. If you're camping at the North Shore or South Shore campground, you got your own private dock at home. Anywhere else I can connect through to, whatever, Mirror Lake, Flat Lake, those little tie-in points.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
whatever service works best for you, I'll try to accommodate. So
Sweet, man.
yeah,
So-
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be great. It's going to be exciting. So,
Yeah.
what's your expectations? I mean, that's everybody's always like, I want to start a business. What do you expect in the first year?
I'm
Or what are you hoping for?
I mean, it'd be nice to have enough bookings to, cover most of the cost and expenses. I mean, obviously with inflation and fuel costs right now, it's getting, kind of up and up. Just, I mean, right after the new year, I got hit with an additional 10% price increase from the factory. So that wasn't expected. Right. So, and that was like all of them, brand wide, not just Mastercraft. All the big dogs did that. So
just with manufacturing and
everything, inflation, fuel prices and stuff. So I'd love to get people out, get the name out there, get people interested, come check it out, test the waters, see what kind of clientele we'll gear towards. I mean, I could be a glorified babysitter for someone who wants to get rid of their 4 or 5 kids for the day and take them out and tube and surf all day long. It's a low impact, easy sport, for people from young to old can learn and do it. So, I mean, you can wakeboard too. That's a little more extreme. And, if someone's not feeling it, just throw them on the tube. And
kneeboard.
Yeah, there you go. So those are like some water skis and kneeboards I haven't quite got into yet. Maybe we'll see how this year goes, what people want. I'm not just going to go and spend, unlimited amounts of stuff on all the gear and I don't need it or don't use it maybe one time, So those get
I feel like the wake surfing thing has kind of taken off, especially in Alaska. I've seen tons and tons of people with new, wake surf boats and wakeboarding boats and whatnot. So I feel like there's people like me and Justin who just, we might have a time on the weekend, like, hey, we got a free weekend. We'd love to go to the lake, but we don't have a boat right now, it's perfect, Yep.
It's a more affordable, economical way to try it out, see if you like it, if you want to end up buying a boat yourself, fall in love with it, or, if you want to buy a Mastercraft itself, come demo, kind of see what it's about, see what I got. So it's pretty fully loaded. I think there's only a couple things I didn't check the box on. So.
You're going to have to get that referral link from Mastercraft so when your clients go to
from Trax.
So Mike there with Trax hooked us up. So he's working with us and, getting gear, boards, wetsuits. Awesome. We'll be providing wetsuits for rent and all the life vests, safety gear you need. I got the blankets, keep everybody warm and comfortable through the early and late summer and even midsummer when you get the kind of cooler days. So make everyone happy and comfortable. So it's Alaska, you got to deal with that. But
and it's surprising because I had a wake setter.
Oh yeah,
I opened a place on Nancy Lake.
Oh nice,
and man, I think people are surprised in how warm the water gets here. Alaska is like, oh my god, it's freezing. And then they're like, but they forget it's 24 hours of daylight in the summer. Or close to it, so that the lakes actually get decently warm.
It does, In the evenings, it's nice too when the water's calm and almost get warmer water than the air. And
right. So it's nicer to go sit in the lake than stand outside.
You just want to stay in the water.
Those Alaskan pterodactyls.
Exactly.
Try to stay away from those out in the middle of the lakes.
Yeah. What have you had any like interested parties already? Like people reach out to you?
Not for bookings, just because I don't really have that launched. The Facebook and Instagram are kind of what I got started here only like a week ago.
Right.
So website should be up next week, end of next week. Hopefully we'll have the booking stuff ready to go. I'm probably going to be running maybe a promo here for like early season booking. If you want to get something slotted out that way, just kind of get a clientele base.
We can help you with that too. We can run a Real Alaska podcast discount code or something.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, that'd be fun. There. Yeah. Like I said, like, what do you is this something you want to expand? Like you were talking about wanting to potentially get to more lakes, or do you want to buy a property on one of the lakes to kind of base a shop out of, or what's kind of your envision? That's kind of my favorite part of a business is like, what do you envision? What do you see this going?
I mean, it all depends on how everyone in the area takes to it. If I get just huge outpouring of support and people wanting to do it, then obviously, growth would be where it's at right now. I'd love to accommodate people. Say they book it out long enough, and they give me a heads up. I can hook the boat up and go launch out at Nancy Lake, Finger Lake, Wasilla Lake. There's some that are not deep enough to really wake surf safely with this boat. I need like 3 feet of draft when it's cruising around, and then when you ballast it out, 4,300 pounds of water sunken into it. It drops another foot or so into the water. So you got to be careful. I don't want to be destroying props and, you know, in those lakes where it goes super shallow. And then when you hit those shallow spots, the wave actually changes. You need about 10 feet if the minimum for a good wake, just because of the way the hydraulics work on these. So you want deeper the better.
Yeah. Well, been there, done that on getting too shallow.
Yeah.
So don't do that. It was rather expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not fun.
It's the whole rudder and the prop.
Yeah.
So
not something I want to run into.
No.
That
was it was like $3,500.
Yeah.
What's boat stand for?
Bust out another 1,000.
At least, or in this case, $3,500.
Yeah.
A couple.
That's a start.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So are you pretty much going to stick out a Big Lake, or are you going to be willing a trailer and go to like Nancy or Long or Finger? Or?
Yep. Like I was saying, got a trailer with the boat. I mean, primarily I got the slip out of Big Lake, but if I got a day, you book it out for the day, I will gladly, accommodate what you need. If you're, there's campgrounds all over the place, or you got your own place and just want me to come out there and can't make it to Big Lake, or got an event going on, want to do something there.
I think that would be pretty sweet. Like if you literally live on a lake and you're like, you know what, it'd be nice to have a wake surf boat and throw a party with my friends. And
yeah, I'll sit around and hang out, take groups of people out, whatever they want to do.
Well, at least in this case, you can ensure that they at least give you gas money.
right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
There's a flat rate.
Yeah. So we're talking about pricing. Like, what does something like this cost?
Right.
Like for guests.
Yeah. Like, what's your initial pricing?
Just throw it out there.
Oh, so
yeah.
I think I'm going to kind of base it on two different things. So if you want lessons, the boards, the gear, that's going to be probably about $200 an hour just with fuel. I mean, this thing holds about 90 gallons of fuel, and it burns anywhere from 16 to 20 gallons an hour when you're loaded up, towing. So do the math at $5 a gallon. That adds up pretty quick.
Right.
Plus the boat payment, I've got 2 insurances, for the boat, the business. So it's people don't realize how much goes into this. These boats are not cheap.
No, well, I mean,
so,
a lot of
the
people think about the like snow machines, like rental snow machines or 4-wheelers or anything that you have to rent that is a recreational vehicle or some kind of boat is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you said 200, I was surprised. I thought we were talking more like 450 or 500.
No, we're going to see how it goes with this. I'm not looking to, I'd like to be affordable for most families, people to come out. It's not something I'm just looking to some elite, someone who can afford $400 an hour. That's ridiculous. So some places, though, I mean, I looked all over out of state. There's places that are charging $300-$400 an hour for these.
Right.
So, thinking around $200 for water sports, and then if we go just cruising around, hanging out, I'm going to burn less fuel. I don't have to worry about coaching and throwing ropes and having I'm going to try to have an assistant out there with me, kind of a deckhand to help out with teaching and just corralling people around and doing what they need to do. So that'll be probably more around the 150 mark.
Okay.
An hour, just cruising, doing what you want to do. That's where we're probably going to start. So.
Well, Aspire Realty Group, our real estate team will be at least 4 hours, and we got a full team.
Yeah, I am doing a 2-hour minimum just because it takes so long to get set up and get people out there. If you do like an hour, it's like by the time you get out there, you're turning back to come around. So it's nice.
We'll do a half day for sure.
Plus getting people in wetsuits and life jackets. I mean,
I got to go through all the safety stuff.
Yeah,
I have a captain's license, which requires you got to have all this gear, and you got to do a little pre.
You need to get a flight attendant chick to do it for you.
It's kind of what it is. It's a piece of paper and I'll talk. Here's the fire extinguisher. I got to have special life vests, aside from the ones that you use for the sports.
Right. I'll get on Tinder. I'll find you one. Don't worry.
There you go. Whatever works. Yeah, I've been talking to a few people, so.
As soon as you said like the whole safety checklist with the flight attendant, I'm just imagining he's like sitting there on this dock and he's like, so imagine this mask dropping down, something like that. They're like,
on
what?
Fire,
just kidding.
Tyler's going to be wearing those like super tight yellow shorts. Like,
no, it's a banana hammock, dude. Tyler's your deckhand.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'll probably have to keep the shirt on for the summer.
Oh,
at least when we're not for fun. But
yeah, you got to brand it. You got logo and all that stuff already all done. Or?
Oh yeah, yep. It's on the Facebook, Instagram page. You can see it. I'm gonna have a few different versions.
Cool.
Got some cool merch coming. So
awesome, man.
Working on it. Just been waiting for everything to finalize before I kind of dove head first into the merch side.
You should create an online store. Because I think people in like the wake surf community will probably like totally dig like an Alaska style shirt.
Yeah. We're going to have at least start out with hats, shirts, maybe some hoodies, go from there. Got some sunglasses. coming with the
yeah. Now we're talking. I think honestly,
floppies.
Yeah, I think just from like our entrepreneurship and business we've done, I honestly think you'll probably make more money on merch than you will the actual tours.
Yeah, I'm not. People think, oh, that's expensive, but when you add up all the prices of everything that goes into that, from slip rental and all the other stuff, it's almost break even, I'd say. So.
Yeah,
but
this boat ain't cheap to run, man.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot of money in fuel.
Yeah, storage, everything else. Yeah. So there's a lot goes into it, but it's it's fun. I want it's a good hobby to have, something fun to have. And get people out, and it should be fun.
You're just bored when you're home from the slope. You're like,
I make myself busy, but this will be definitely another step above. So might just have to start hiring out more of my yard work and stuff. So give me a little more free time to clean the boat and, do stuff like that, maintenance, and there's a lot goes into that. So every time you touch the water, you got to wipe that thing down and clean inside and out, vacuum. People are going to, have food. Hopefully, this is all my friends give me crap about this, how picky I am about stuff, but cleaning and stuff. So it's going to be.
What's the inside? It's a carpet, or is it like hydroturf or?
What do they call it? So there's the hydroturf I could have gone for, or you do carpet, or there's other one. It's like a kind of rubber mat style, like mesh rubber, which I went with because, one, carpet stains, it doesn't dry out, it gets smelly. Yep. The hydroturf up here gets dirty, and then people in and out, wear and tear, it just starts rippling up.
Yeah,
so
it's just foam. So it's
and then you got to get it redone. So this stuff is like a heavy duty mat to where if gets dirty, somebody spills something, I can pull it out, roll it up, hose it out, clean it, wipe the bottom of the boat down. Kind of better suited for what I'm doing. So if it was a lake house boat where it's just me and friends and whatnot, it wasn't getting used as much, I'd probably go with the turf or something. But this stuff's durable, it looks good, it's clean,
easy to clean. It's gonna be a big one.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to get a routine.
I imagine you're definitely gonna you're going to have a lot of business. You're going to have to buy another boat next year.
That's every year?
That's what we're hoping for. We're wishful thinkers over here. We want to see you succeed. So
I need to find another captain to run the boat while I'm.
We did have that conversation. Is it called a seaman?
I don't know. Maybe
your captain's license.
I'll get my captain's license, or I'll be your deckhand or whatever. I think that'd be fun.
You go. Yeah, need someone out there to help out. So looking for people that can help out for deckhands. Obviously, I'll pay. So, and obviously, if you're running the boat for me, it's not cheap. So, good pay.
I'll just do it for fun. I'll do it for free, to be completely honest with you. I just
getting somebody that's competent enough to not soak the rope into the freaking prop. Don't back over the rope,
or someone. You got to be competent.
That too.
So, no alcohol. You can't
all those props are so far down, and they're they're not all at the back of the boat.
No, they're a couple feet under the boat. Plus, you got the swim deck. There's, you could hang off the swim deck and almost kick your feet under there and not hit it. I wouldn't recommend it, but boat will be in neutral. So,
so it's not spinning anyways. But they're so far down, man. It's not like you're having outboard, or an outdrive.
Yeah, so it's all underneath, so it's
we've kind of touched a lot on the business, which is great, and why we want to talk to you. But like, what have you always just been on a lake or on a boat, or what kind of made you just want to do lakes, like have a wakeboard boat?
Yeah, I've always loved it. So I guess when I was young, we'd go out with our uncle on the lakes. I grew up in Kenai, actually, so a lot of lakes out there. Just loved everything about it and always wanted one, but we were big into more like motocross, snow machining, stuff like that. Kind of the boat just didn't fit in to our lifestyle. So as I got older, my actual older brother got a boat down in Washington back in 2013, I want to say. He bought it in 2012, but so I went down there, and my younger brother and I went for like 2 weeks straight, and we did nothing but surf all day, every day, and it was just awesome. It's so fun. You're hanging out on the water, you got music, bring food, drinks, whatever you want, just chill, surf, take a break, hang out, swim. I got some pool noodles, I'll have on the boat stuffed away. So if you want to take a break and swim. Oh, yeah, they're the XL, so they're a little thicker.
You could put the cans in the tops of soda.
Oh,
soda.
Maybe. I don't know. They're still in the box. So.
Yeah. The big ones, I think you could stick cans.
The ones that are actually built for cooling, they're not. Yeah. These ones are regular.
So you can just sit up like this, and you can put your cans in the top, so you can have two.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. He might be able to. I don't know. They got the 2-inch.
I might have done this before.
Yeah, from experience. Yeah.
I mean, I saw it once.
Yeah, saw it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not always been easy to get down. He still has his boat. I've gone down several times, many times since then, surfed, and that's kind of where I learned. And but it's a trip to get down to Washington every time I want to surf, or a few friends up here with boats, but not many. So
yeah. You're going to need to find yourself a co-captain because, as you'll figure it out, as owning a boat, you're always driving.
Yeah, you never get to get in the water.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'll have people that can drive.
Yeah.
Obviously not on the days where we're chartered. I'll be driving all day, but, if we get done early and friends want to come out and we can go enjoy it ourselves, have a little fun. So, I didn't. Yeah, fully plan on using it myself.
I think that's
That's the whole point of having Sweet Toys sometimes as a business. Is write off, and I still get to use it for pleasure.
Yeah, every once in a while. Hopefully, like I said, I can find someone to run it while I'm gone. That'll help, keep the business rolling and keep the confusion down of booking and stuff. But so that's going to be interesting for a while until we get there. But
let's touch on. A lot of people are probably like, "Yeah, this kid just went and bought a boat, and now he's captain." What do you have? You talked about a license. What's that like? How'd you get a license to be able to have a charter and do this kind of thing?
So in Alaska, as well as most other places, you have to have what's called a captain's license of some sort. There's different levels, different kinds, to take any paying customer out, whether it's a halibut charter, river guide, going on a hunting trip. Even they have ones for like people if you're going to take people up to a hunt trip up a river. So this one that I called is your OUPV 6-pack, otherwise known as, which like most of the river guides, captains have for halibut charters. So I can take up to 6 people right now, plus me and a crew. Next level from here, I'll see how it kind of goes this year. People want, bigger stuff for parties, like events and whatnot. I got to go get my master's, which involves having the boat Coast Guard inspected every year, and then they have to give you a rating of how many people it's good for. Like from the factory, it says 18 people. But, when the Coast Guard inspects it, they measure out each seat.
24 people on the Mastergraph?
No, 18 people.
Oh, 18. I was I mean, still 18 on the 24.
Well, I think on 26 they can hold close to that, right? Or 20?
I think so. It's all based on its, and that's with it fully ballasted, weighted down. So, it's a big boat. It's got a lot of room. So, I mean, it might be a little tight with 18 people.
Like when I was 21, I was like, man, I could fit like 12, 14 easy. So 24, man, Jesus. And you got the pickle fork, so.
Yeah, a little, at least 3, and there's a bow filler cushion too, so it'll be like a big pad up there, especially when you get kids and just got the windscreen, lock it, put them up there, let them do their thing.
Close it, do some big figure eights, go through the middle and just soak everybody in the front.
Launch them out.
That's awesome.
Boosh.
Yeah. So how long did it take you to get that license? That's
I started last summer and just got the license this winter, so around January or so. Okay. But I mean, I kind of took my time and was just kind of, you gotta get a medical cert, you gotta have your CPR class, your TWIC card, you gotta pass the captain's course online, or they have some local around here you can go sit in, like a 2-week course. Then you got to pass the test, and then you got to fill out all the forms. The hard one too is the sea service, what they call how many days you've had on the water running a boat, being a deckhand. You got to fill a form out for each boat you worked on or ran, and then whoever's boat it was has to sign for it. You got to fill out all their information, what days, what years.
Jeez.
It's like a certain amount of days within the last 3 years you've had to have operating. That was probably the trickiest part, around, my commercial fisher guys that I used to fish with, running boats and stuff, getting all them to figure out their boat info and contact everybody.
Oh, so you commercial fished?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so that
helps.
That helps.
That was a lot of it.
Sense.
That was the big chunk there.
Yeah.
Plus, my mom, where she lives down on Prince of Wales Island in Southeast, they got boats, so I've been out there running those and fishing, plus my brother's boat and stuff. So
So you got enough to verify that you had the time driving and operating a boat.
Yep. And then to upgrade to the Masters, it's somewhat of the same stuff. You got to pass another, they have one small little course that adds to what you did. So
okay.
And then I think sea service is about the same. I think the only nuance is that your operating days have to start from when you were 16 on rather than
interesting
whatever. So
yeah.
Nice. Well, what are you thinking? Obviously Alaska's kind of tricky with the lake going out. What do you think is going to be your first day that you'll let people book?
Again, the ice. I mean, it looks like we have a lot of snow this year. Hopefully this weather turns. We start hitting some of those 50-degree days. But either right around Memorial Day is when the water goes out. Obviously it's wetsuit weather for sure.
Right.
But then if not, then I'll get home early to mid-June, so maybe around June 14th or 15th, and then I got 3 weeks off, took my vacation for the year in the summer and do this. Nice. So be mid-June on, I'll go back to regular job for 1 week, come back for 2, so have a good little stint there.
So there's going to be a lot of time open for people to get a hold of you.
For sure. Plenty of time from the time the website launches to getting out in the water, so there's still a lot of prep for the boat to get ready and get out. As soon as it shows up, I'm going to have to get some logo branding, put on the side of it, get some vinyl wrap and different stuff.
You should wrap your truck.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. That'd be sweet. Yeah.
I'll at least get a logo on it for sure. We'll see about the whole wrap.
Yeah, we were thinking about the wrap for our vehicles for our realty group.
There you go.
It's really cheap.
I don't get much of a write-up on the truck. It's paid off. So
yeah, exactly. No, that's cool. So if people wanted to, what's your guys' website going to be?
It'll be WakeSurfAK.com. Kept it short, just for easy of remembrance. And that's what the Instagram handle, Facebook title is like Wake Surf Alaska, but it's all the handles are WakeSurfAK for following up, keeping up on what we got going on. I'll be posting stuff on the boats here, what we got, gear.
You should start
exciting
TikTok
stuff
for sure.
Ooh, I've avoided that one for now. I'm usually the last one to join these. I was like 5 years into Instagram before I got.
You'll have to do a GoPro mount on your tower.
Oh yeah, this boat actually has a GoPro integration on the screens. So I have a GoPro, and I'm going to be offering a film service too. I can run GoPro, just give you the SD card when we're done. We can do different mounting angles. I got some cell phone mounts too to go on the tower, and then one for right on the stern of the boat for a cup holder mount. Sits in one of the cup holders, and you can snap your phone into it if you want your own video for doing live personal Instagram stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I got the GoPro for whatever else. And so that's going to be cool.
Well, if you need help editing those videos, I know a guy.
Yeah. Mike over here.
Yeah, exactly. Mike. He already asked me. He was like, can I go take pictures? And I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, if you guys come out, I'm going to need everything for the website. I don't have anything yet. So it's all just the Mastercraft website picture of the boat.
We'll put us down for June 13th. We'll be there. Whatever it is.
Okay, if I'm available, we'll do her. So
it'd be cool to get an actual intro video for your website.
Yeah, I'm gonna need videos, covers, kind of everything set up. Be good as we go.
Well, it's gonna be a little cold.
That's all right.
That's okay.
The wetsuits for that.
I was gonna say.
How thick is your wetsuits?
I think I did the 3-2 or the 2-3, whatever you call it. So it's 3 millimeter around your core, 2 for the extremities. So they're pretty good, pretty warm. I mean, obviously, they're not ones for out in the ocean, surfing like some of those guys do here. But
we're gonna have to have a post podcast of your season. You're gonna have to come in and be like, that was the shittiest summer ever. This was the worst idea ever. I think it'd be fun. It'll be all lobstered up and hating life. And
hopefully it goes good. Obviously, I think it's gonna be busy.
For sure. So. I think it'll be great, and you get to spend time on the boat, and I'm sure you'll get some really good clips of people doing silly stuff,
Oh god, the tubing.
Yeah.
That boat throws a big wake, especially put a little ballast in it and start going. Yeah, we'll get some cool tubing shots. So.
What kind of tubes you get for the boat?
I haven't got those yet. I'm waiting on there at Mike here. As soon as he gets geared up for summer at Trax Outdoor Center, I'm going to head over and get all my tow ropes and tubes and whatever he's got.
Yep.
So he's got his Fairbanks and Anchorage store, Trax Outdoor. Yeah. And then Anchorage, it's 2.0. But
Mike's a rad dude.
Yeah, he's been awesome. Huge help with all this. So it's been a great resource. He knows a bunch of people outside of the state that are boat dealers and guys that do these clinics elsewhere. So, can't give it up to him enough for getting this started. So.
Is that kind of funny how like you just like know, you have an idea and then you start networking with people and they're like, yeah, I know so-and-so, they can help you. And then
yeah, it's been awesome. Just since I launched, just the Instagram, Facebook page, I've had people outpouring like, hey, I know a guy that can hook you up with this, or, I got you this number, that number, who want to come out and help you out, or if you need it, or, kind of deckhand stuff or whatever. And
Big
I'm
Lake
sweet.
has a competition, don't they?
They used to. I don't know if they still do.
Actually, I can't remember her name, but Mike sent her info to me, and she was going to get started with trying to do a wake surf competition here a while ago, and it was something about the insurance and stuff or whatever. But yeah, so we're in contact, might be able to come out and help coach. It's nice to have a resource like that. It's hard to drive, coach, finagle, and worry about all that, get the ropes to people all on your own. It's possible, but
it's a lot of work.
It is.
Well, if you figure out how to do a competition, let us know. We'll sponsor.
There you go. That'd be awesome.
Help with that.
Maybe down the road, if we get enough hype about it, maybe get a couple boats into it.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
I think I have some peoples.
Have you wake surfed, Justin?
Oh yeah.
Really?
So wake surf behind my Malibu.
I've never wake surfed. I know how to wakeboard, but I've never
pick it up.
It's a blast, man.
It looks complicated. Like people are like, oh, how do you get up? But it's like, man, as soon as you figure it out, that board flips up to your feet and the pressure sticks right there, and you pop up. It's slow. You're not crashing out like you are on a wakeboard and hitting your head and ripping your eyelids out, and stuff.
You're only like 9 to 11 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So it's so. The boat's just like. Brrr.
I'm gonna go out with Tyler so much. So I'm gonna be like that guy that walks off the swim deck just right into the wake.
That's a cool way to go once you learn. Yeah. There's different starts. You can put the nose of the board on the swim deck and like drop into the wake, or you can like throw the board, jump on it, and then have the boat take off kind of as you're. You can do the wave, or the boat's at a standstill, and you just jump on the board and sink it, and then take off, and just kind of ramp out of the water like a wakeboard.
Yeah.
Or there's the traditional style where you got to teach people where you kind of drop down in the water, heels on the board, and then you kind of take off slow, and it pops up to your feet. Get up. You want to make sure too right away you get to whatever side you're surfing on if you're regular or goofy.
Yeah.
Because that wake gets, when you're new, in learning, that wake gets 3-4 feet tall, and then you're stuck in the middle, and you got to drop down into
dropping in.
It's like dropping into a quarter pipe.
Yeah. And typically people are like they lean forward, so that tip just goes.
Yeah.
But you're at 10, 11 miles an hour, so it's just like jumping in a pool.
Right.
So, yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. No, that's exciting.
As long as people aren't launching the boards at the boat.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to do for the back? Are you going to put? Do they have like little pads back there around the swim deck area? Because I know that was kind of an issue for mine. Was like, people fall off of that freaking board, just wham.
Just ask them to fall forward or sideways
into the swim deck.
That'll be a part of his safety briefing. Yeah. If you're gonna fall, make sure you fall this way so that the boards go away from my boat.
Yeah.
It might be worth it. Put some like hydroturf or something.
It's like I got helmets. You can wear one of those, so you don't have to worry about hitting the swim deck. I might do like a clear bra auto wrap kind of in the back. Just if a board hits, that way the scuffs won't come up, or some like foam padding. I actually have some that's like a black adhesive style where you can just kind of stick it on in the areas where a board could shoot up.
It's like bumpers. Just put bumpers on the back, like when you're bowling. Bumpers.
It's a legit thing, man. Those boards come out like a little rocket ship towards the back of that boat, man. That's
if you nose dive down, they want to go shooting. Kind of. See too if we get into hydrofoil, that might be the next step.
That'd be sick.
So learn how to do one of those. But those downriggers on them are solid metal, and they are razor sharp. So those things, when you fall, it's like, get away. Don't let it whip around. Same with wakeboards too. You're going so fast.
Is that the one that like you stand out of the water?
Yeah. The foil, it's called, down 2-3 feet below you, and you're on top pumping, and those are a whole different ball game. But
can you lengthen your wave so those guys can be like 15, 20 feet behind you?
So those hardly need any wake. The way that the energy transfers so much better, you can be 2 wakes behind. Just chugging along. You don't need even to wait at one side or the other. You just go straight, and they can ride the main wake, which you need kind of a longer, what do I call it, like the downrigger there coming to the foil. So because when you're in it, you don't want to be hopping and skipping out of the water. So you want to make sure you have long enough shaft. But otherwise, you can sit back on the smaller ones that are a foot tall wave and just cruise into that, pump around. You can tow with it if you want. They're cool. So
they're pretty sweet, man. What kind of surfboards do you have? Like skims or?
So we're going to offer a little bit of everything. We got to obviously accommodate everyone who's experienced, not experienced. So I got kind of a good variety of boards. I actually kind of talked to a guy, the insurance guy that I went through actually has his own company down in Utah.
Okay. What? How's that at work? The insurance guy
just dips into both, so he's covered the boat insurance. That was one of the hardest things, is find business insurance that covers something like this. So it's only one place I found. So and they were cool, and he actually had a surf school, so it worked out great. He gave me tons of pointers and talks, and it was like, okay, I'm using Hyperlite boards, with Mike. He's a dealer for him, and Soulcraft as well. But they have a huge array from beginner boards, bigger, kind of slower, easier ones for getting the feel, and then you can get more advanced. And then you got your skim and your surf style, which are two different ball games there. Your surf is like your big fins, your traditional shape, kind of longer, narrower, where you're like on rails and can carve and do like cool whips and stuff in the wave. And then your skim, you kind of don't have fins, and you're just kind of free to do whatever. It's kind of like
kind of dope.
Yeah. You can do spins. But you got to work the board a lot more to carve and get where you want and kind of pump, because it's not on rails. So the wave just kind of wants to push you around wherever it wants. So you got to manipulate it a bit more. But you can do a lot more on it as far as tricks. But you can do same thing on surfboard once you learn how to get the fins out and spin without those hooking on you and stuff. So
you do a wake skate?
We might.
They're sweet.
Yeah, as we grow.
Over here.
Hey, man, I used to do all this stuff a lot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the skate
4 or 5
could be an option.
So
we'll see what people want. If we got enough, I might get one for personal and just kind of see how it is, and then go from there if people want to do it. But yeah.
Put some shoes on and go. It's like it's a skateboard on water, right? So it's not attached to your feet, man. So, but they're small.
Yeah.
So you crash, man. Sometimes they just between the kahunas.
Oh, get 1 foot off.
One
foot off.
Just split the beans.
Not a comfortable feeling.
Has that happened? Is that what you know? Or you
speaking from experience, man?
Yeah, you do have a child, so at least we got that.
No, this is true.
No, that's awesome. So, you said Facebook, Instagram, and then you'll have a website. Are you going to be able to book through all those, or just the website?
We'll have links on Instagram website or Instagram and Facebook to the website where you'll be able to book and schedule out, because we're kind of thinking it's going to be such a customized thing. Like my schedule is going to be open. I'm going to start availability at like 10 a.m. Where it's warm enough, but the glass, water's still nice, and then go to like, I haven't decided, either 6 or 8 o'clock, kind of see what people want. I'd love people to be able to come out on the weekdays. I don't just want to be doing this on the weekends. That's not going to be.
Bigly, it gets busy.
Yeah, so I'm thinking weekends. With people coming out, tourists and stuff. And the weekends are obviously when everybody can, but that's also the busiest time on the lake. Right. The water's the choppiest. Nice. Yeah, you'd be able to book there, pick what you want, tell me kind of what you're wanting to do, so I can gear
towards
the boat, whatever you want to do. Yeah, and what size wetsuits you're going to need, life jackets. I can't carry. I ordered like 4 or 5 wetsuits for women, children, and men, so I can't fit that many on the boat all at once. Same with life vests. I got 3 or 4 sizes from kids to women's to men's adult. It's like I just have stuff laying everywhere, so it's got to be kind of specialized. And then as far as your times, if you can make it in the afternoon, that's great. If you can come out earlier in the day, and I can get 2 bookings in a day or something like that, I can split it up. So let's see what it does. Well,
we're excited to see how it goes, and we appreciate you coming by. And if you guys want to check out Wake Surf Alaska, WakeSurfAK on Instagram, WakeSurfAK on Facebook, and then WakeSurfAK.com.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tyler. Thanks for coming in and talking to us.
Yeah, appreciate you guys having us. It's looking forward to get it going, so should be fun.
We look forward to coming out.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Yeah, see you in the next one.